It's Saturday today, Sagittarius. What is popping with Sagittarius? If you're watching this later on, this is a live reading. So you could push forward through it. Let's get some people in here. But Sagittarius, look at this at the bottom of the deck. They're about to see there's people are going to be shocked. And it's this energy you carry. This energy of confidence. And maybe somebody had knocked you off, but you're in alignment. Hello, what's going on? Good afternoon. La Porta 21, what's up? Queen, what's going down? Look at this. And then alignment. Let's get a few people in here. What's going on? Anna. This is going to be for the first one, for the ones that are coming in the room. Hit the like button as you get in here. Let's get your energy. There's something that you might want to know until we get a few people in here. 13. Baby, hit the like button. Look, these two cards don't even belong in here. But only you know what it feels. This is from another reading. Let me put them out here. And I think they got one over you and you're just quiet. And that's why the title was like that. Dallas, baby, in the house. Oak Cliff. Maybe Oak Cliff, right? What's up, Anna? London 33. I feel like I have people praying for my downfall. You should be happy. You should be happy. Hit the like button, guys. Get in here. Let's get your energy. There's questions. Maybe they'll pop out what you want to hear. But if they're praying on your downfall, it could be hurtful. That energy gets you like, oh my God, and it puts fear in you. But guess what? We don't do fear in this channel. Hell no. This is where you reclaim your energy. You reclaim your power. You look at fear and you say, you know what, bitch, come for me. See, with this fan, you blow all that negativity out of here. Get the hell out of here. I'm a Libra, but you be reading for me. That's right. Hit the like button, baby. As you guys come in, hit the like button. Look at this. You writing your own story. There's somebody out there trying to tell your story, and you're like, bitch, what the fuck? Do you not know that I'm a Sagittarius, bitch? Do you not know that I'm a Libra? I can balance the scales. And maybe before you used to get rough and tough, baby, but now the universe, God is teaching you how to fight different with compassion. Like sometimes you got to sit back and let these people play themselves. Play themselves, right? Scorpio energy, 13. And then another 3. Hit the like button. What's up, Christy? Angel 8169, right? Vámonos con las chanclitas. Like earlier, I was dancing, waiting for you guys to get in the room, you know? Espérate. And yeah, man, I had and it wasn't the alcohol, mechundo de los buenos. I was right here. And Sagittarius, like when I start to dance and I was getting your energy, it's like you guys are like that horse, right? So you guys have an ass that just hypnotized people. For my ladies, you know what I'm saying? If you're a guy, you got a big ass. The women like that. They're like, vámonos, ir a ese. But yes, I was like this dancing. So there's something about your rhythm. Never lose the rhythm that you have. Because look, you have a diamond heart. Look at all these colors. So when you start to dim your light, yo, you're hurting yourself. Other people might tell you some things and you need to shake that booty and shake your energy. Like, yo, you're majestic. You're an animal. You could run fast as hell. You could kick like a motherfucker. Like people try to betray your compassion, your love. What? See, my dog was like, yo, you let them come. Let them come for your ass. Yo, they're going to see that pinche hoof right there. Pinche estrellitas. Yes, look, you're protecting your heart and your compassion and you're not giving it out for nobody. Like, yo, you hide your little pinche arrow. Gemini in the house, Libra again. Nah. Christy, what's going down? Look at this. My moon sign is in Sagittarius. Let them play with your heart. Let them play with your heart. They don't want to see that Gemini come out. You're opposite. Boy, you'll be telling them some shit that psychically you found out, and you'll be like this, like, how the fuck did I know? And it'll hurt their feelings. You gotta watch it because you're gonna be like, how did that come out? Yes, Gemini, you're in the house. You know how to get into your Sagittarius energy. Like, bitch, watch it, and then look with confidence. And maybe before, like if you're Gemini and you're opposite, especially if it's in the moon, and the moon to me is like psychic. What's hidden, you'll find out, and you'll speak on it. Let them try. Let them try. Look, you'll balance the scale. So for some of you guys, you have somebody from your past, and this card says right here, I think they got one over you, and this could be your spirit team. This could be your inner child, and you're like, no, they think. Let them think. Put it in the comments. They think they got one over you. And so God is teaching you how to balance, how to wait. See, God is justice. He's going to tell you how and when. Because for a lot of you guys, this person hurt you, but you have to be emotionally strong. This person went around and told all kinds of people this, and it could have affected your success. They were jealous. There was a lot of envy. And look, I got these cards that were set apart over here for you. Forgive and let go. That doesn't mean they got away with it. It's just at the moment you have to know when to retreat, set back, let God do his work on you with your healing, your internal healing. So when you come to balance these scales, and Libra was in the house. I saw Libra, remember earlier? Libra, you're in here, you know. You're not a person that is gonna be allowing people to experience injustice. You've experienced it. A lot of you guys have that are in here. And man, look at this harmony. And you're gonna bring harmony. You could be like, no, wait a minute. Because remember, when you come back and God opens up the doors for you to advocate for yourself, you're actually gonna advocate for other people. And you're gonna teach them, yo, at the moment, yeah, the devil might have had a little bit of a leverage. Why? Because you were all over. Because who doesn't get angry when there's an injustice? But the way God is gonna heal you, when you come and the worst, here's the thing. A lot of you guys, you're not afraid to take accountability. Yeah, I fucked up, and what? But it didn't give you the right to seek revenge in that way. Like, whoa, you could have told me that you were still bitter. I would have backed up. I would have went to another pastor. Like not a pastor of a preacher, but a pastor like another field, because you're half horse. Yo, and it's like you're learning how to handle your yin to your yang. So when Sagittarius, when somebody comes for you, they knock your confidence because everybody's turning on you, and then you have a big ass pinchy heart, a compassionate. You kind of are like a Cupid, is what I'm hearing. Guys, I'm channeling right now. It's almost like you have the ability to like, not only are you the fucking hunter, but you have that arrow of love, Sagittarius. And then with your opposite of moon, like what is the number 6 in tarot? It's love, right? That's your Gemini. Vámonos a la chingada. And somebody, and God allowed this confidence only to build you back up with courage. You see that line right there? This is you coming back and speaking like, yo. And there's nothing worse than a liar getting exposed. All the people they gathered around, when you start to speak up and you're not in your emotions, like, yeah, but there's a cause and effects, and people are like, what is that? Because some people that came against you, they're guilty by association. They knew that, yeah, you would kick some ass. You got a big ass with the fucking hoof. Who, what the fuck? And a lot of them, they rode your coattail, rode on your back to success. You carried them through hard times. But they forgot. They didn't forget. They said they didn't forget. They knew what they were doing. It was a pastor. Well, there you go. That's why, power, money and power, man. Give them, if you want to know how a person truly is, give them money and power and see how they act. All of a sudden, because these are people that don't know how to handle money. And then their head gets blown I see, and God wanted you to step back. Oh, infinite, but I lost this, but you didn't lose your ass. Your ass is still the money maker for some of you guys, but not all of you guys. But yo, God wanted you to step back, let them be acá high and mighty, and see what happens when the money starts to shrink. Because those people start to shrink too. If it's a man, their nuts start to shrink. I wait, they don't have power no more because there's no money. And Sagittarius, some of you guys with money or without money, baby, you show up with your nuts hanging like this or your pinchy ass like, bitch, what? But not a lot of people can do that. Yo, I'm picking up some strong energy. And see, how do you release it? With creativity. God wants you to use that energy to be creative, to be standing firm. And then other people see that there's a lot of people that they follow that person that they turned against. Why? Because they're like this. The people please, and you can't blame them. A lot of them are still hurt. And then when you start to step and speak, when you balance your, because this to me, I'm hearing like you're going from your Sagittarius to your opposite, which is your Gemini. And at the moment, Sagittarius, you got to understand when you were speaking wrong and it was hurtful. Like, bitch, I helped you and I helped you. You fucking, I'm just telling you, could have been in that energy. But when you pull back and you step back and you, yo, you know what? It's cool. I know what side you're on. And you made that decision. Pues órale. And then you start to get a new soul tribe that have experienced that, have went through it, and those people are real. You have to let other people be who they want to be, who they chose at the moment. And a lot of you guys, look, your success, take a picture, baby, a screenshot. It says your success, your stability is more important. And when you get into this energy of trying to prove other people, then you're seeking their validation. They already know who you are. Even if right now you're not a Sagittarius sun, you have it in your chart. Why? Because God created you with all these energies. You have to know how to maneuver them. It's like when I say I love my spiritual journey, all of us came to have this journey experience. So then you start to, see these energies. And you have to master them. So shed those tears. You could be like, la chingada, fuck. And then you put your pinche glasses because you know you cool there, motherfucker. Eres chingón, eres chingona. Yeah, you got one over me. Okay, cool. And you start to move. And this Sagittarius energy that I'm picking up is like, you're not afraid to be alone, bitch. You know how to handle yourself. You have your pinche bow, you use it wisely instead of shooting with your tongue. No. You stand in your confidence, and look, when you walk, you have this power behind you and you don't even speak. Why? Because look, you have this energy. And guess what? Sagittarius, even if in the past, you're right now at the current moment, you're like, fuck, I'm down, I'm scared, and what do I do? And God is not listening. Just stay calm, stay courageous, stay confident. If you know you're counting on God, he's going to test you. He ain't going to say shit. He'll be next to you. A ver. And the devil's over here. See? You see? Who's your master? It's supposed to be me. You look at the devil. Cállate la boca, puto. And you sit here like this. Look at this lion. He's looking at God. And the sword, I'm not using my sword into God. You tell me. Like King David, he ran from Saul. He trusted God. Look, I know I could kill this fucker. I know you told me I was going to be king, but I'm going to wait till you tell me to move. So these putas out here that hurt you, they know and they sit. And the more you sit in silence, the more you retreat, and the more you stay quiet, and the more you stay in your field where God has you, guess what? You learn, you heal, you exercise, and you're getting your strength. You're looking better. You're feeling better. Outside, you might not see changes, but internally, that's why God set you apart. Yes. You're paying. Look, you're playing your cards. You have your little drink. People can be sitting there, but see, you see Sagittarius. Oh, he's having a drink. He's smoking like he has his little blunt. And they're mad because you might have had the best of the best, bitch. You know your temple. You're not gonna give that raggedy ass pinche weeds with pinche semillas everywhere, or that fucking el gordo que tiene del polvo de fuck who knows what the hell he's putting in there. No, they're mad. That was for some of you guys, not all of you guys. You know, because even like I said before, Jesus turned what? Water into wine, but with moderation. And then let God little by little take it away, because internally you don't need anything. You have your light that, but if you choose yourself. You're not trying to impress nobody else. Some of you ladies, you got this a bunch of putos out here mad because you ain't giving up that ass, sexy like a motherfucker. And in the past, they thought they were gonna get to you because they saw you at your weakest. You could have had somebody that was like, "Ooh, she's at her weakest. Let me get her. Hey, can I borrow this? What's up with those nalgas?" And you probably said, "Fuck you." And for some of you guys, you might have gave in at your weakest. But the minute that you got on your feet, that fucker's gonna get karma. Because why? Their intentions were wrong, and they try to guilt and shame you. Fuck them. God knows how they took advantage, man or woman at this point. Because some of you guys are males, and you're like, yo, I had, even my parental figures or a boss that was like, yo, I'll give you a raise, but you got to do this. And here you are busting your ass, and they never come through. They want to have this dangle. And some of you guys could have records, and you have somebody trying to, oh, I'll call your parole officer. Fuck them. And then they want to take advantage. When the fucking ball is in their court, without you having to do nothing, they'll lose everything. Because some of you guys are badass. You guys, you have this, like, we all made a mistake. Since we were little, we've made so many mistakes. Some have been worse than others, and then you guys have somebody that put you in like with false accusations, and you had no choice. And then it was a test, I'm hearing, for you guys to see, because you're like, well, where's God? And if you trust in God, and you just, wherever he sends you, if he sends you to jail, you could crumble and say, oh, well, fuck it, I'll just be acá. But some of you guys went in there and you come out educated, you inspired other people, you gave them hope. Fuck, instead of being here, I got free programs to learn, to educate myself. There's guys in there that'll teach you how to handle money acá. There's some crooked ass, people that were, they're saying, what do they call it? The stocks and bonds and everything. And they had to learn themselves. And then if you have to use your chompa, and you have to trust God, because even in there, that person could switch, and then you come out with knowledge. And then you're going to be like, God, if it wasn't for you, even though because Joseph went through some hardships. My ladies, look at the ladies from the stories in there. Simply, I say, and they want me to repeat the story, that lady that was running and those guys were chasing her, those putos were mad because she did it, even though she was a whore, is what I'm hearing. They said to say that word. Even though they said that she was like that, they were mad because she was not sucking their dick or even trying to give them. She wanted to change. But they were mad because they wanted to control her, shame her. And guess what? Jesus said, órale putos, cross this bitch, this line. And he was right here like this. Órale, cross that line. Because they had sins they had committed too. But not a lot of people have the courage to stand up and look. For my ladies, you have these boots. You telling people like, bitch, those boots were made for walking, bitch, and I'm walking away from you, and they can't stand it. Why? Because you have the determination, to climb, to get over the past, to let it go, and to go for something new. And God is cheering you on. It might not look like all this sunflowers in the moment, but in reality, from a higher perspective, look, you're the fucking GOAT. Capricorn energy is discipline. This is you having the determination. And for a lot of you guys, this is somebody from your spirit team, like your guy, like, yeah, come around and fuck with Sagittarius. or viewer, if you were meant to watch this, you have somebody that this could be a father figure, this could be just your spirit team, like, yo, this is an angel assigned to you. Yeah, bitch. And this is how it works. This is what I'm hearing. If you maintain focus and faith in God, no matter what your challenges are, they're not problems, they're challenges. Look at them as a challenge, because a challenge, it's like a game, and you don't take nothing personal. The minute that you let those feelings go like this, shake it off, and you're like, all right, God, how do I get over this challenge? Put on your fucking boots, orale. These magical boots is what I'm getting, is it's the way you're walking. It says authenticity. That means that, yo, I went through that, and what? And I am successful. I am amazing. I am beautiful. And in the past, I did do dirt. In the past, I did. Or I am, but I'm changing. And a lot of people hide. I didn't do this. There's no way. They're lying. No, bitch, they're not lying, bitch. I walked through that. I've been through that. And see, you become a mentor to others. Because there's some people that they'll tell you, hi, can you do this and that, but they never even been in your shoes. They don't know how it feels. I just shake that shit off and don't say, bitch, you haven't been in those shoes. How do you say that? There's people that are I'm picking up, there's people that are, it could be family or whatever, and they could tell you, hi, get over it. The same persons that betrayed you, get over it. It's not a big deal. Bitch, until you go through it, until you really go through it, like, yo, to you it might not be nothing. The same people that sat there and accused you with false accusations, they're right there, and then God sent Jesus to be your attorney behind the scenes using that person. And you might have had to take a lower charge, but still, they don't know how that shit feels sitting there in court. And these are people that played with your life, your journey. Pero a ver, let's see if they can handle that. The same thing they put you, that balance right there, that balance. Let's see if they're that confident to take what they dished out to you, is what I'm picking up. And the minute that you just let go and allow God, that's where it all begins. You're looking forward, you're busy moving forward, and this is you. Look, this is your inner child saying, all right. Because a lot of people say, oh, your fantasy, and this and that. Yeah, but that's my fantasy, bitch. And sometimes you're not meant to tell anybody. The minute somebody tries to tell you, hey, you're full of shit, that's just a fantasy. That's a red flag. Dile, ¿sabes qué, bitch? Vete mejor over there and you irá. And in the past, you would maybe tell people, but no, look. Why? Because people that'll try to knock you off, that you can't do that. Secretly, they're haters. And why? Because you have this energy of royalty, grace, this introspection. Like, you can look in the mirror and say, yo, man, I've been through that, but I still love myself. I'm still gorgeous. I don't care what anybody says. My validation comes from allá de arriba. And look, yeah, you know what? I have faith. Even though I went through all this, even though I have my eyes closed, this is you burning your incense, like, yo, I don't care. And your inner child is like, really? You forgive me too? Yes, 55 in the chat, baby. Hit the like button, share. You guys are catching it on a rerun, or still hit the like button. This is your energy. This is you claiming your energy. This is you looking to faith. This is not for me. This is para allá, para arriba. Look, embracing your. Do you see anybody there? I don't think there's nobody there. This is you in spirit. Do you see anybody here? No, this is you in spirit. And that's what God is trying to teach you. This is why it's important for you to, seek people, a mentor or people that you listen to, whether it's podcasts that are going to lift you up. They're not going to sit there and make you, because I could tell you there's, from this energy, the bad side of it is, the opposite. Yeah, they had bad intentions, but we ain't worried about that, because you already know, you already felt it. See, and this is your faith. This is you moving forward. This is you. Look, Apá Dios, God, my angels. And sometimes in silence, yo, you see that sun. Look how the clouds are clearing up. This is when you find yourself. This is allowing, embracing, just non-judgmental, you know. You surrender, you're open, you're like, yo, man, I came here to, you know, to embrace freedom. I came here to fucking smash and have fun. And smashing is like love, like happiness. And you'll notice that you're gonna smash with people that connect with you, not just, will they accept me? Yo, your booty is too pinche culote que andas with your tail like this. You know, you're not swinging that tail no more just for anybody to feel like, oh, I'm safe with this. The motherfuckers, you know, they might be, you know how horses, if you know horses, when they smell that energy where you're like, man, I'm ready. And they're like, oh, when they're on top of you, they show their teeth. You leave them like that now. You harnessed your energy. See, look, this Lego, see, it was upside down. So you're aware of this. You can see right through the bullshit. And who are you looking for? 7-Eleven right now. See, this is like gambling. Orale. You're seeking connection. Another person that is grounded, that has deep roots. You don't see a person, a lot of times you see a person and they're fugazi like a motherfucker. They can show and all this stuff, but no están grounded. They're not there for you like this. You know, it's a broken mirror. You're gonna see through people. And yo, there's you guys are gonna run around, you're gonna run into people that God is working on them, and God takes. Remember, he gives and he takes, and not a lot of people can handle that. Some of you guys are gonna meet somebody where God is working on them, and they have a few. Maybe you have a little more than them, and imagine when you guys come together. But you have to use your discernment, and you have to ask up there, you know, is this the person? And then both of you guys flourish. What is this? 2 trees, mira, para arriba. And you're not scared to go down. In the nasty way, it could be that too, but that just was from some of you guys I picked up. You're not afraid. What's up, Boston? I see right through the BS. Yes, you do. I'm sorry, guys, if I was channeling, I didn't see some of those, but yo, pick up on this energy. See how the roots, like, you're a person that I'm picking up on you're not afraid to go down to the depths of hell. Like, bitch, you could tell them, bitch, I had a ticket. I know how to go down there to pick people back up, you know, or to remind me where I'm coming from. Like, I've been down to hell. Why? Because I'm rooted. Some people, they talk all this big game until it comes down to really getting down, and they're afraid. I know I don't want to die, bitch. I've already been down, and I'm talking to people that are, yo, your roots go all the way down. You're not afraid, and guess what? That's why you flourish. You grow towards God. You know, the tree grows straight. You know, I can't. Some trees grow crooked. Why? Because they're afraid of. In reality, God is blocking them. I'm hearing, and the tree grows this way. Why? Because they want to pretend they're from God, but they're not. They're rooted more into hell, and they grow this way. But if you're with God, look, and you're going towards the sky, something about Jack the Beanstalk or something like that. Yeah, I just want to love, joy, and happiness, and that's your birthright. Are we gonna have challenges? Because they don't want me to use problems. Problems are get you into this anger, and it gets you into this sneakiness. No, it's a challenge. How do I overcome this without hurting another person? Though they hurt me, you got to look at it. Yeah, they hurt me. Okay, but I don't want that energy. How do I overcome it? Sometimes you just got to let it go. God, you handle it. You said you would handle it. Yo, you have that communication. God, tú dijiste que lo dejara, leave it in your hands, and you look forward, because you don't want to be in this energy. You want to be in this energy. All right, God, you got it. All right. Even though I'm going to be right here, you know, maybe struggle a little bit, but you struggle with happiness, and you're looking and you're using your mind, and you're like a child, like, man, this didn't work. Let me go this way. You're not worried. If you get stuck on a problem, you're gonna be like, oh my God, he this, and you get ideas of things that you already been there. Wickedness. Let me see how I can stomp on that bitch to get my shit back. No, God has something better. Look, you start to go with the flow. Look how badass this field is. You know, and this could be you. Like, your inner child is telling you, look, I got you. And then you had forgot about your inner child for a long ass time. You don't have to be this age, but maybe you are. This is how I'm interpreting for some of you guys, or for the ones that are viewing. You could be helping your grandma, the one that hurt you, or your mother hurt you like a motherfucker, and you're still helping. But a lot of you guys, this is your inner child now giving you the love that you kind of put to the side because you were so worried about how other people thought about the situation that you were dealing with. And now you're like open to your inner child. You have the courage. All right, I don't need to fight. No, and you go within. You go within. Why? Because look, this was the other card. Put it in a comment. It's my time to shine. And a lot of you guys, you could put on here, and I don't gotta step on nobody. Like people that God sent on your path, you were the blessing, and then it was biting the hand that fed them. And it wasn't your hand, it was God's hand. And when they realize it, it's gonna be too late. This could be a friendship, this could be, love, a parental figure. Again, like, yo, you're there, they're stopping you from succeeding, and you're the one that you have it in your heart and your mind to help them, and they're, oh no. For some of you guys, if this was a spouse, no, they wanted everything. They were greedy and everything. But guess what? Just like this Ferris wheel, they might be up right now. They got one over you. But when they get down here, look, they got to answer to God. God already knew. Así muy chingona. And then look, God is cutting the grass. A ver, all that lies. And you're walking through different. This is like you leaving a certain period of your time behind a timeline. I don't know about you, but I'm able to move back and forth, but that's my purpose. All of you guys have a certain purpose. And some people get mad. You have a purpose. And then people look at you. If you're that person watching right now, and you're looking why another person has different abilities. Because I'm hearing everything always works out for you. But when somebody looks at that, it's because that's their purpose. And if you go within your purpose, then you'll see that God has something where you could thrive as well. But there's people no. And you could be thrown into a new industry, and it's not even your choice. That's where God wants you. And people are gonna be mad. Why do you thrive there? And a lot of you guys, you're like, fuck, I don't even know, but God is working through me. And that's what it truly is. All right, this card came out, look. Gas stove, gaslight, back burner. Somebody's getting so much anger. They're getting this, like they're boiling within themselves, because if they lied on you, like everybody's starting to find out. And that's why it's important. When God says, I'll vindicate you, and you don't see things happening in action, it's because with time, when you work on yourself, guess what happens? You start again with this fruit of your labors. I had to learn it, because people start to see, oh, Sagittarius, they lied on them. Look, they're actually doing something different. And then they put the pieces together, and that's how God is smiling on you. This is how God celebrates you. This is how, here you are wanting to blow up on people to prove your point, where, God allowed that shit to happen. Hit the like button, guys. Share, subscribe. Cleansing for alignment. Yes, and you can look at it that way too. That's a great point. That's an amazing point. It's like you're boiling in there. What do you do when you boil things? You clean, you sanitize it. That's amazing. Thank you. Who was that said that? Oh, cleansing. That's Tiffany. Thank you, Tiffany. That's an amazing point. Yes, look. And this is a spiritual battle. Like, some of us, and I include myself, like, like real spiritual gangsters. We don't sit here and, oh, let me throw out here, things that other people did. No, you mentor people like, yo, I'm telling you, this worked for me, but go to God because yours could be different. You really went through that, bitch. I went through it, but doesn't mean you're on my path. It could be similar, but always direct them there and look at this. I don't know about you guys. I claim this energy because look at these demons. And you're right here, and you got your sword, and some of you guys, you stand back and you ask God, is it me? Because you love to battle. I'm telling you, some of you Sagittarius, man or woman, it's not just about el culo. You have this power to kick people that come without, you can sense it. And it could be spiritually. You kick them out of your fucking life. It's that sometimes it's not even physical. If they come at you physical, like you don't have a problem defending yourself. Before you could have been off, like, bitch, what'd you say? Your Gemini comes out, the devil Gemini, the dark one. And the lighter one is like, cálmate, cabrón. No, it's like you defend yourself, but God is teaching you how to do it different. See how these are demons that they want to look so big, and you're like, oh, you got to come at me with these. It's not a one-on-one. I don't know about you guys, but even when you were younger, you're like, oh, how many want to come towards me? Orale, come on. You fucking like die hard is what I heard. But yes. And with the seashell right here, unique qualities. Why? You wonder why they come for you? Because a lot of you Sagittarius, you don't really try so hard. It's like I'm hearing this, what you see is what you get. Put it in the comments if that's you. And then some of you guys had suppressed that energy. You were like, oh, who should I be? Because you want them to be riding with you. And you're like, fuck, I don't need nobody. You're going to see that, if I got God, he leads me, and you still have experiences. You got some people out here that are over here presumiendo. In English, what is presumiendo? They're acting like they're flossing your shit, your hard work. Like if it was theirs. Oh, they're living in your car, your industry and all that. I'm the boss, bitch. I'm the boss man. And bitch, if you ride, they're riding off your coattail. Fucking fugazi, you see that beep, beep. It's a matter of time. Because God has you right there. And see, they celebrated on your downfall. There's nothing more fugazi about a person that is out here, showing the world that they succeeded this off your fucking back, off your name, off your reputation. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's, in my old industry, there's clients of mine, contractors, and they're like, your ex. And I'm like, don't even say shit. Why? Because my kids feed right there. What the fuck? I don't have to prove nothing. Give it to God. And it's mejor. If I was evil, I would be right there. I don't want to prove that. That's God's job. He promised to vindicate me. And you have to see the bigger picture. If I was to step in and do things wrong, then it affects my kids to eat. And then if I see the way she, muy chingona, that's where the devil will play with you. And you have to be, keep your eyes there. Fuck what anybody thinks. As long as my kids have a place to stay and that income comes for them, no creas que it's easy, because sometimes even them, they're like, fuck, no nos da el dinero. I left you guys with over 100 rests. What the fuck? But that's not my job. And I say this as a testimony, not to brag. I'm telling you guys, it's very important that you follow your path. There's celebrations coming, and then this uniqueness, it's like a shell. You're not going to find a shell that is exactly alike. And God wants you to know, even though you made mistakes, you're unique. I made you this way. I made you corajudo, corajuda. That means, a little bit, where you have an attitude. But he wants you, your job is to know how to manage your anger, how to walk in your journey with that power that you carry, but carry it and use it wisely. Loving. Because if you're the one that's going back to prove yourself then you're off track. You're off track of your journey. You want love. You know, these putas, you could be like, bitch, I got the power to hurt you, but I'm gonna leave you standing there looking stupid and let me go on my journey. While the enemy tells you and makes you try to feel, you're stupid because you're walking away. No, you look at it from a higher perspective and say, no, putos, I have the power. And they know it. Everybody knows you have the power. You have everything. But you have to be in, take control of your journey. What do you want? You want to live in sadness? Here, let me get this right away. They told me. You want to sit in this kind of energy? Look. You want to sit in this energy? I'm telling you, ahorita I got channeled. Use this deck. You want to sit in this energy by you trying to prove to the world that you got it. They know you have it. They know you could handle up. Man or woman, they know. Even if you don't have to get physical, you have the proof. You have the records. Because remember, it's a cause and effect. Even with the balance chingadera. Why do you go low? O sea, why at the moment are you looking low? Because they put a lot of bullshit on your name. So yes, you look acá like the low life, is what I'm hearing. But if you let God balance it, you'll be good. See, so some of you guys, you're a spiritual OG. You're love. And the enemy wants to rob you of your journey of you experiencing love. See, they want you in this energy. And guys, if one of you guys are in this energy, this is you like taking your power back in this. See all this energy you're sending? And subconsciously, that other person is like, yeah, I told you, look at, I was going to say Gemini. Look at Sagittarius. They're angry. And then what does that get you? This energy. All these bills, like, I shouldn't have kicked their ass. But when you pull your energy back and you don't entertain that, this is your person right now. Even though out here they were telling people que this and that, that's just temporary. When you don't entertain that, then in reality, behind the scenes, after, if it's a man, they went out and they thought the grass was greener, you'll know. You'll know. If it's a woman that thought that the grass was greener, that they handled their energy was the boss bitch, this and that. Look, they're going to be in this energy. They don't want to tell you. And all of us have been in this position is what I'm hearing. If you say, I've never been there, I've been there, plenty of times when I was younger where I fucking partied and I didn't have the money for the fucking light. I had it for the rent because I had to be there. But I didn't have it for the light. And I had to learn, like, my dad was laughing. I was still in high school and I didn't live at the house. He helped me with an apartment because we clashed. And then in a crazy way, then my street life became there because I didn't want to fucking live like that. I was like, fuck that. And I don't say that with pride, but that was part of my phase. I said, chingado. And I told my cousin, hey, man, can you help me out? And then, my story began different. But there's somebody in the past that is looking at you like this. Now, do you want to be this one? Regretting? No. See, you were a gift to this person. But guess what? If you don't entertain this, because for some of you guys, you're in this energy and you need to realize instead of looking, you're the gift. And for the ones that aren't going to entertain it, you're already gone. You said, you know what? See how the sword is down like this? You have the power, but you're like, nah, you know what? I don't care. You could come hollering. You could think you could scare me. I'm blessed, bitch. I don't got time for your shit. And they're tripping out. How do I get back my Sagittarius? They're trying to do a love spell. Que no se le pare el pito, only for me. Only for me. If you're a guy, that's what's happening. Only bring them back to me. I don't care if it's little, but the other bigger ones didn't work. I thought I could entertain the pinche machetote and put my little picker. I want my little picker back. If this is a guy, he's like, ay, esas nalguitas, they were so fine. Please bring it back to me. And, he's looking and probably jerking off and on the full moon and whatever you could think. I'm channeling fuckers. And no, you're protected. And they remember how you used to shake that ass, how good you smelled, and how you used to bite their neck, how you used to say their name even when you weren't busting. He was, but you weren't. And he's missing because he took advantage. You made him feel good, even though you were riding cowboy and you were smelling his stinky ass construction feet acá with the eagle toe. And no te bañaste, Julián. Hasta el pinche Julián te huele. You're like, fucking, you need to be putting one of those clippers down there, Fucking hairs everywhere, like in your nose, like, bitch. Let me give you a present so you know how to trim it down there. Oh my God, that was channeled. Yeah, deadly. And some of you guys are like, I don't want that. You could be a male, like, oh my God, infinite. Yo, I thought I was gonna drown and die down there. Like, like a pinche lawnmower. Yes, pinche water everywhere. My contact fucking flew out. So look, there's somebody back there looking like, oh my God, all these faces. Look at that. I miss my little pecker. That little pecker was good. And there's people that go out and they're like, vámonos. And taking accountability is amazing. I take accountability. I tell you guys all the time. See, look, when people take it too far and there's no way of going back, that's not my problem. I'm not gonna sit there. I fucked up. I lost a real one. Oh well. It takes a real person to say that, like, yo, I lost a real one, but doesn't mean I'm not gonna get another real one. Sometimes God will let you sit here and wait for another person because he knows the heart. He knows you didn't do it with bad intentions. And if you did, I'm hearing, you owned up to it. You took accountability. And that's what people don't realize, that God, I saw the moon right there. God knows when you truly have said, God, I'm sorry. I really fumbled it. And you repent. It doesn't mean that you shout it out to the world. You say it and you just fuck. And God sees it. He sees that you're able to admit to it and say, yeah, la cagué. And guess what? You're here to celebrate your birthright, to be happy. And guess what? You become a better person and God will align you with another good person. But if you're out here not learning your lesson, you've heard it before. He aligns you with another person to fuck you up. But if you truly, you healed, yeah, God will forgive you. He's a forgiving God. I'm telling you, if he did it for me, he could do it for you. Yeah, we've all been here. Who hasn't? Wait. All these love letters, that you took for granted or they did. It says, I gave you my all, my nalgas all night long. Even when I didn't bust, I still pretended. Some of you ladies were, yeah, you wanted to make him happy. You wanted, and that made you happy. Let's not mess around like, yo, we're growing like a motherfucker. Hit the like button. Yeah, hit the like button. Share. Gazelle and my ex-worker construction. Fucking idiots, you were probably, if you worked there, you were like, I gave him extra hours, and then the fucker doesn't even, value you. But look, some of you guys are dreaming of love. When am I gonna get love? Please. As soon as you get over this person and you heal yourself, you forgive yourself, like, yo, even though I gave him all, like, burn that shit. Get rid of it and say, you know what? You don't need those memories. You're about to create new ones. Put in the comments, I'm ready and I'm open to create new amazing adventures. God, yo, let him know. Put it in the comments. People that are too shy and everything, and when you throw it on here, you really help other people. You have the ability to be vulnerable. And guess what? Nobody can shame you. Somebody says, you really put there? Yeah, bitch, I was able to do it. A ver tú. I didn't think. No, bitch, it's because I don't care. And the devil sees that, and nobody, because your validation comes from God, and people that really want to talk shit, I put that on there. That's mensa, that's pendejo. No, bitch, I have balls, I have integrity. I don't care. I could say it. They can never mess with you. They'll be scared. And they're secretly back here going, I wish I was able to do it. And guess what? You actually inspire them. Because they might talk it, they sit back and they watch other people like, yo, me too. Yes, I remember I used to, suck his dick. Y que estaba pestoso, and you laugh about it, you know? And the other person's like that because nobody's perfect, guys. We've all experienced this. And when God told me, I didn't want to speak like this. God says, there's so many of us that are hurt. There's other fucking influence. And they're gonna want to jump on this dick, to ride it, But God knows, because God is the one working through me. Yeah, Lord. Anyways, I should have been done dragging on already. There's a person that they know they should have apologized. They should have, like, this is a coward. This is a coward man or woman that they know they did you wrong, and they had plenty of time to right their wrong. If this is you feel like you lost so much time reflecting on the past, which in reality, if you were hurt, it was part of your healing. And if you took longer, I'm not embarrassed. Mine was from 2020 to when I started videos, and even just recently, you've seen how God said, okay, now go. And when he gave me the green light, vámonos. And that's one of the greatest things that I want to teach you guys is when you really align with God, he's going to tell you when to go and when to stop, and you got to listen. It's not about the money. These bitches out here talking about, go after the bag and this. What? You want to do that? Dale. But if you follow God and your spiritual journey and your purpose, the money chases you. You have an option. You could go for the money, ay, andas en chinga. Or you can do what your purpose is and the money comes to you. Remember that saying, I will bless those that bless you, and I will curse those that curse you. And when you align, baby, you doing what God has put you on this earth to do, you're going to have fun. You're going to be like this. You're not worried. Even before I started this, when I was helping my dad, I did it out of the heart. He would tell me, go here, there. And dude, I wasn't looking. There was, there was a time, and my ex will vouch for it. There was a time where when Obama came in and the economy fucking hit the floor, I had to do pay cut with all the employees. It was over 100 big employees. And they were a little hurt, but I explained it. But these puto, and I say that, my siblings, no, espérate, no. And me and her, we didn't have income for a whole 2 years. And God provided. ¿Sí me entiendes? And then they try to, it's jealousy. You have some of you guys, this is siblings. Anyways, let's keep it pushing forward. I'm not late. I am on God's divine timing. Fuck yes. And keep that in your mind. Look, see, you're enjoying your ride. Vámonos. And like, I love my spiritual journey, guys. I'm telling you, God give it and God take it. And I've never cried about that. Like, God will be having you rising up here, and then on the way down, you're like, oh, cool. And most of the time when he lets you off right here, you go on your journey, you do something, and then you start to rise again. The moment that you get dropped off, and you could be in that phase where everything's coming at you like that sword, and God is just testing you. Mira, te subes otra vez, and then you learn I'm here. You're gonna find his understanding, you and him, to where there's a lot of times where God takes away from you, and then you're being tested. And then meanwhile, he's preparing you, which means that you start to heal inside, and he prepares you for something greater. And it's more than what you lost. You could forfeit it and be like, no, I want this, and go ahead and fight for it. He'll allow you to get that. But then what about the surprise God has for you? Like I see it like this. I could go back and I could have everything the enemy took. Could be them, or the enemy works through them. Anyways, when you get to that spiritual moment, you'll look at people and be like, it's not really, I'm not fighting them. I'm fighting the spirits. Or you could be on God's purpose for you, and you live a easier, enjoyable life. Don't allow the devil to fool you, out of your spot, is what I'm hearing. So you got the lawnmower here. This is you. Look, this is you. And this could be God. There's nobody there. God is trimming the grass, So you were able to see the snakes. And actually, I'm hearing to trim everything out of your life so that from here on, you're going to be able to see who's for you and who's not. And look, with this pickup truck, support, stability. Take a picture, baby. This is you. Hit the like button, share, subscribe, man. I would claim this energy. This is you. Look, you don't need nothing new. God, look, I see like tic-tac-toe, bitch, and you're like, God is right there checking people, and look at all this wealth, stability and everything, like on this journey, stability journey. It says partnership, growth, resilience, commitment, and strength. This is all that you need. This truck is built to last. I don't care how old. I heard built to last. And look, with the sun right here, and it's like tic-tac-toe, bitch. That's what I keep hearing. And look right here. White, lighter. I ain't gonna lie, I took a fucking bum like a motherfucker. Andaba así todo eléctrico. Look, your psychic gifts. It says sacred, alchemy, healer, pure-hearted, angel, earth angel, transmutation, a divine beam, high-ranking path of ascension, a light bringer, spiritual teacher, eternal life. Guys, I told you ahorita que me eché uno de los buenos, and it goes to show you that some people will judge people that because they do a certain thing. I know he drinks. I know, whatever. And they could claim that it's evil. But you'll know them by the fruits that they bear. I'm not doing nothing evil. I had me a beer, me eché un cigarrito, me eché un pinche pascualín. And the reason I'm saying this, because there's a person in my past that fucking claimed all this shit when God was working through me. Y no me creía. It creates a hole in your head. Yeah, for God to place all the knowledge. And I told her, all the knowledge that he wanted. I didn't want to do it no more. Estaba fastidiado. But there was a reason that God had kept me with that. And you'll see it in my testimony later on. And that person, this is what God is going to teach this person for opening her fucking mouth. Two people that I trusted, even the priest told me, nomás dos personas le dices. And they went around and they went and told people. And that's going to be their downfall. This is how God works. There's a lot of people that are on the street that are hurt. They're hurt. This evilness comes upon them, and it's addictions. And there's some that they need to learn on their path. Yes, I agree. Because we all have a special journey. But there's some that they squash on them to take advantage of them. Whether they do it with witchcraft on the material. And if you think that all that material that comes that they create, they fucking put that shit. But you have to be powerful in your mind to be able to take that out, whatever material, because God created everything that they create that shit with. God created those materials, but they used it for wickedness. So then a lot of people tienen vicios and they get hurt. A lot of families lose it. So if you're in that position, go to God and look at it. Hey, how do I get away from this? Instead of, where you make me productive with this. You wing me off. And that's for another video, because that's one of my purpose. But look, why? Because you have a diamond heart. A lot of you guys, there's whoever I'm hearing, whether Sagittarius is somewhere in your chart. When you are aligned and you just focus there, you're gonna fucking have this purpose that whatever they clowned it on you, whatever they pressed on you, whatever witchcraft they put on you, if you stay, loyal, committed, God is going to use you, and people are going to say only God could have done that. And that's why he uses us different. He didn't use disciples that were pure and like, and I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with it. That's their journey. But a lot of us that have been through the hardships, and the enemy and other people, your siblings, the ones that are square. I went to college and I went all that. I've never done that. Más putos son, because behind the doors, they've done some shit. They just don't want to put it out. And some of you guys, you're going to have this gift where you're like, bitch, you over there saying that you're all saint. Y allá estás en el pinche edificio arriba with your high-end job sucking dick like a motherfucker. I know I wouldn't do that, bitch. Look, so you an angel, I never do this. No, you're an angel where you're going to be able to be calling people out, but not to hurt them, to stop lying. They're going to be learned the lesson. And this is where you come in. Like, yo, man, I know you have baggage. We all came with baggage. And look, this is your ambition. Your ambition is dark. You don't have to show people, I'm going to step on you. You're working in silence. What do you want me to do? What else? And look, you have this mission of helping other people, guys. Aquarius, rising moon. Yes, if you're watching this, this is meant for you. Group tried to consciously bully and undermine me. Broke my heart. Still healing. Yo, this message is right now. Rewind it and just know that when you pull your energy back and you be like, oh God, I wasn't supposed to stay. I got hurt. No, those fuckers, when you pull your energy back, they're not gonna have that shine. You were. People don't realize that. Like, yo, like, guys, I'm getting this energy. We yearn for unity. If you guys are picking up right now, you're a person that we yearn for unity. So we never thought that there was so much jealousy within our family, and with friends. Like, friends, we could kind of, but I'm hearing family, like, yo, we yearn for your unity. Like, yo, I have your back, bitch. You have mine. And if you were ever in the game, or you lost a lover or a husband or a brother, that they were in the game and that other person folded, you knew it. You knew that fucker wasn't trustworthy. And there's not many of us that came on this earth that are loyal. I'm talking loyal to the core. You could be like this and look, loyal to the core when it comes to love. Yes, like, yo, something. Every time I see this card, I'm not gonna, like, I love a woman with a camel toe, pinche camel toe machine, but but they're saying this about your endurance. This came upside down, but a lot of people, they threw you away and they said, the trash threw itself out. Well, fuck, another man or another woman's trash is another man's prize or woman. Either way, put it that way. And they're gonna see. Yeah. Just remember this, guys, okay? You guys have this diamond, and this, I feel like these are all your chakras. They're just, it says reconciliation, lovers bond, priceless, unity, harmony. Didn't I just say unity, harmony, revolution, treasure, eternal? Like, some of you guys could have a union coming back. Like, it's hard because some of you guys, if you had another person that was supposed to be with you and they didn't step up to the plate, and you still, like, if they strung you along, you were supposed to leave my person, and they were supposed to leave their person, or you were a third party. In other words, maybe both of you guys were married. One of you guys did and the other bitch didn't, man or woman, and you got the clarity. Bitch was only playing, could have been a lover. And this person, man or woman, they could have been, hi, baby. And you probably healed them from their inner child. For some of you guys, 333 can be significant. And this male is like, you've been waiting and waiting, and the universe is telling you the time already passed. Bitch, you ain't chasing nobody. And that person could be like, I ain't chasing them. Bitch, you the one that took that leap of faith and they didn't, and they want you to chase it, man or woman. You could be a man and that's a man's role. I get it. But you fucking, you kept it 10 toes, I heard, or you handled your business, but the other one, no, fuck that shit. You ain't chasing nobody. Man or woman, they said, vámonos a la chingada. And you're looking, look, boundaries, and this is what's gonna happen. They lost the fucking real one. No, allá quédate. It could pass 2 or 3 years, probably a little more. ¿Sabes qué? No, go. God has something better for you. Look, the scales are gonna get balanced, and they're gonna be like, well, why this? And you don't even have to do that. God is handling those boundaries. Yeah, they're gonna be in this energy. Why are they gonna be in this energy? Why? Because they're gonna sit there and remember, oh, this. Well, you promised. That was like 2 or 3 years ago, bitch. You guys are gonna be like that. No, and for some of you guys, you could be in this energy. No, ¿sabes qué? Get out of this energy. If that person didn't follow up on their part of the deal, they're gonna get their karma. They're gonna get their karma. And whoever closed doors from you, if this was somebody that was supposed to help you and they did these boundaries, guess what? They're gonna be in this energy because they're gonna be living in hell. Those out there in this lifetime, you're gonna pay for your shit, for everything they did wrong. And they're gonna be remembering, but that's all they have is a picture. And they probably will get a screenshot when you're going like this on the way up. Do you see? This is you and God. Nobody else except the goat. And this could be a goat that turned their back on you. Yeah, you can't make it. I don't know. O sea, what I'm hearing is like, yo, God will put you in a position where maybe they'll doubt you. And that's where they don't have the faith in God. So if this is you, Sagittarius, if you're looking at somebody else, so what if you got to start from zero? Are you trusting God? Because if that other person is not trusting in God, that's not a bond. You saw the tree, right? What was the tree? The hands were underneath in the dirt. That means you starting from ground zero. Yeah, look, as I split the deck, let's see if it comes out. See, the Legos, you're like, no, I ain't trying to play this little fantasy bullshit. I meant what I said, and I said what I said. See, so it's upside down. And a lot of you guys, you're fanning out all that energy, that negative shit. Look, clawfoot, this is you relaxing with petals and everything. This is you. God has already put you a little bath, God has put this little thing right there, and with the sunlight, like, bitch, I got you, mija. I got you, mijo. That's God talking. And now you begin to make healthy choices. You're not putting up with that bullshit. And look, you become disciplined. This is even you, like, man or woman. You're like, fuck that. I'm not dealing with no BS. You're not going to blow up my head with this and that. That we're going to have something. Nah. I'm here for the long run. And if I got to do this shit alone in the dark with God, bitch, I'm gonna make it. Why? Because I'm here. You left the luggage back there. You might even send it back. Ándale para atrás. And they're getting their luggage and you're moving forward. The lovers keep coming out. And look, baby girl. Some of you guys have a baby girl coming with this lovers right here. You're gonna get the clarity. Ooh, if somebody hurt your child, because there was 2 kids. If they hurt your child and they didn't protect them, más triste. Let's get some likes in here, baby. Let's equal it up. 73. Somebody could be born in 73 or 77. If they didn't protect your child and you were in a custody or a divorce and your kids were hurt, and you might have reported that shit and you have records and they lied, let them try to get another one up, because Jesus will open up this the case. And guess what? If there's an attorney or a judge that tries to get one, for some of you guys, it could be even a law enforcement that thought they were above you trying to get money from you. Mira, when Jesus becomes your lawyer, they'll lose their license. They'll lose everything, credibility, the judges, the actual lawyers. They're going to look at the case. They're going to look at them crazy, because God will go in through them and say, they'll see right through them. Because, We're a children of God. You're supposed to protect us. You're supposed to have our back. If this is a parental figure, and this is a person that you know, they could have been like this doing magic. No. This is a shapeshifter. This is a person that wants to look good in front of everybody. But in reality, no, they're people pleaser. Look at them, sage, and then baby girl, and compassion. Some of you guys just give it to God. You know, this could have been you hurt at a young age, and then again, healthy choices. And look, you're tired of the bullshit. You leave those dirty ass shoes that they can't even walk in. Give it to them, orale, and let them go through their karma and see if it was healthy for them to betray you. They want to sage this shit like it never happened. It never happened, Sagittarius or Watcher. They want to do that, but in reality, look, they know they were fishing right there trying to catch you. But this is God catching everybody. I'm here, guilty by association, baby. Look, God is coming with that net, and all you got to do is chill. Sit back. Sagittarius, this was a good reading. You are to walk with God, yes. And yo, some of us, we love these people. Like, yo, we love them. And even then, when you start to understand a little bit of your journey, you're gonna realize, yo, I went through this shit. I didn't want you to go through it, but it's not your choice no more. A veces that's part of their journey. They had a choice to bad or good, and then they determined their destiny. Maybe that's what it was for them to learn, and it was you to see how you reacted. Because I know that shit was hard on my end. Yo, I cried at it. I didn't want them to go through stuff. And look, you're walking into a different and by yourself. And here you are trying to take other people that don't want to learn their lesson. Yeah, look, beautiful. You want to be dealing with these crusty ass underwears, tarantarans? This is the tarantaras, like skid marks. You're like, fuck, I ain't. Some of you guys could have an age gap and you're like, fuck that. And you were settling. But this also can mean this is a person that is older, that is hard-headed. They know that they're in the wrong, but they're too prideful. No, you got to do it this way. I don't know about you guys, but you know, there's some older people, you know, like, let's do it this way. And then it doesn't work. Oh no, it's your fault. No, I had uncles like that. When I was younger in the field, you know, like, ireteo, let's do it like this. No, tú qué sabes? You're young, you pinche huerco, just because you know English. I was like, all right, well, bitch, let's do it this way. And then the builder would come and be like, hey, Nacho, la changa. They call him the changa. What the hell? I told him to tell you. And I said, I would tell my uncle, ve, tío, la changa. I told you he was going to get mad. Cállate la boca. Yo, man, like, what do you do? Archangel, I am here to accept it. So, guys, that's what I have for you. I might do a general in a minute. I'm going to get the lights on in here. Go grab me a beer or something. And thank you guys for liking. Hit the like button on the way out. Share and claim this energy, guys. Look at all the lessons. Some of you guys have so many lessons that people, if they only knew your story, they would be like, no way, Sagittarius, because you don't look like what you've been through. You should be happy. Hug yourself. Like, yo, thank you, Lord. Thank you, guys. It says we have free will. God doesn't force nobody. And you know what the good thing about God, yo, I love is he's very compassionate. Like, we forget about him and he's open. He has his arms open. Okay, did you learn the lesson, cabron, cabrona? Did you really learn it? Here, come here. I love you. And he doesn't get mad like when we leave him again. Let me go do another bump, you know, let me do this and let me go jump on this let me go jump on this nalgona. And then God comes, I told you. And then you learn like, yo, God doesn't want you to not have fun. He wants you to know, to like have discernment, like that person's not for me. When you get, because your energy is very important, especially when it comes to sexuality, to intimacy. You don't want to be connected to somebody that's not on your high frequency. You have to learn that. Go to God and you'll understand. You'll understand why. Because a lot of you guys, they target you because you carry something beautiful within you. All of us do, but you, the one that is compassionate, the one that's not trying to step on people, the one that's not, maybe at once you did, but you change. You're the person that is willing to embrace and take accountability. That's who I'm talking to. And some of you guys look what came out. You're a person, you're meant to be here. So the minute that you sit there, you really pull back and you're like, yo, look at this. Look at this. Isn't that like a cross? Isn't that like a cross right there? Yo, that's crazy. I don't know if you guys saw that. Was that like a cross? The minute that you guys could really, there are two kinds. Was that a cross? Y'all see it or no? Look, it's fading away. Right? That looks like Sagittarius bone, right? Yeah, that's true. Yes. Quite on the set. Yes, that's true. That does look like it. Yeah, that's. Yes, so look, the fountain pen, you have class, you have your elegance. And this is God telling you, you're not just any pen, bitch. You're here to write a story to uplift people. When you write, you're all this that you went through, look at how many experience. And I'm hearing like you're not stopping and you're changing your point of view. Like, yo, I like this journey. So what if the past hurt me? So now if you're a late bloomer like I am, you're looking at the future, you're like, fuck, the past was, that kind of hurt. Let me put limit on my cut. Like us when we were growing up, our parents, if we skid our knee or a cut, they weren't trying to, no, they would put lemon. That shit burned. Andele cabrón, get back up there. So a lot of you guys, yes, you've been through a lot, but look, you're gonna help people. You have that experience, badass experience. And look, you do healthy choices. This is you improving your health. This is coming up again. I can't. It's supposed to be like this. Look, and this is God telling you, like, you change. I promise you, if you become healthier in the way you think and the way you radiate with love and your health, you take care of your health. You're not gonna be building on a faulty foundation. You're actually, because this is right here. See how it's blowing up? It's not right. You're not gonna be building on a crazy ass foundation. So guys, this is what I have for you, Sagittarius. I thought it was Sunday today, but it's Saturday. I think I'm gonna do maybe a general. Who's next? Is it we did the air signs, right? We did the water signs. I don't know if I gotta check and see. It might be the air sign. I think it's the water signs. Cancer, please. Cancer's like, I want it. Look, Cancer, this what came out for Cancer. You're the one that got away. You're the one that got away, Cancer. Look, people are looking back and where's Cancer? Cancer, look, in the dark, you got away because they're thinking about you, Cancer. Earth sign. From Australia, and hey, what's going down? Virginia. Cooper. I did. Look, Capricorn, Cancer. This one's you, look, Capricorn, Cancer. You're like, bitch, if you hurt me, you hurt God, not me. And you're walking. This is somebody that, if karma comes to you, they're actually hurting God, not you. Capricorn, Cancer, that's for you. Is Cancer my baby? Look, this came upside down, but it says curiosity. This is something for you to find out. This is why this one came out for you that said that. And look, if you look closely, it's for you to find out. It's you, like this gave me right now what I just picked up. Look, homeless and then curiosity. Don't look at the superficial. Be curious. You make that decision. Because right here, look, you're looking at a book. What have you learned from your past? Do you want to take this challenge Or do you want to feel like homeless, like, oh, I can never love again? That's what I just picked up. Like, yo, be curious, have fun, give a person an opportunity. But I'm hearing God wants you to not hold your tongue. You need to express your expectations, and not in a mean way. Say, yo, I want you to be honest. And then instead of having this clear sentence, whatever it is right here, blocked because it's upside down. No, use your senses. Is this person lying? What does this person want me to think about them? You know, and really sit back. Don't give out your cookies. You're gonna find out. And enjoy it. Like, be curious in life. It could be, it might not be. And maybe that's something that you need to learn, to be curious, to be open. How are you going to learn of a person? Because look, you could be married to a person and they showed up and their energy for 5-6 years was one way, and yours too. And then all of a sudden, since you guys are not really talking and growing together, because you guys have separated a little bit, both of you guys change. And that's something that we're here to learn. If you want to stay together like those two trees with the hands, you have to be doing things together, being open, being honest. Hey, I think this guy at work is hitting on me. He could be dealing with the same thing. And both of you guys are not together, tight, close, because the devil comes in to kill, steal, and destroy. So if you're single, do you want to be like this with no sex, no love, no nothing? Or do you want to be curious? And this is you really looking into this person. Is this the correct person? What are their ambitions? Where do they want to be in life? Does that match my frequency? And then, are you sure? And then if he says, I want to be a rock star, is he really a rock star? Is he practicing in a band? If he tells you, oh, man, I'm a fucking dope dealer, or is he really out here on the street? If you're a guy, they say, I'm a fucking stripper. Go and see how she fucking strips, because you might like that. You might be curious. It might be your time to experience that. You know, we're here to learn, enjoy life. She might just be for you. She makes her money that way, but she don't get down with other guys like that. And then you're there, and it's exciting to see how many guys are right there throwing money at her, and she's rolling down the fucking pole. And I don't know who this is for, but you the one they want. And you could be a person that you don't look at people's past. You don't judge. And that girl could come out of that. You could be the one that saves. We're not here to save anybody, but I'm hearing you're the one that you pull out from her being there. And she's a fucking businesswoman. She knows how to handle money. She got money and she didn't get trapped in that lifestyle. Yo, there's women out here, they're go-getters. They don't fall for the bullshit. Some of them do, and that's them. And they become badass money administrators. They know how to hustle. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm picking up. It doesn't matter where you come from. There's people that come out of prison and they were hustlers. They know how to move bricks, and they come out and guess what? They changed their life. Now they're fucking in business. It's the same theory, but, you know, legal. And even the legal fucking businesses out here, they still have a little shadiness. You know it. All of us know it. So, you know, you have to learn how to balance that. I don't know who this is for. And this is in the dark. We're talking in the dark right here, the dark shit. And that's where I'm, you know, when you learn how to look at darkness from a higher perspective, because people they want to keep you, ay, eso es malo. Yeah, it is malo. How do you use it? See, the curiosity. God wants you to know, like, yo, this is a dog-eat-dog world out here, but how do you want to move? You want to be shady and be of the devil? Because the devil's going to tell you, you do it this way, but he's a liar. You know? And God will show you how to operate in the darkness. And a lot of people, they don't realize this, guys. God knows there's darkness out here. But when you're from the darkness and you learn how to operate with love, you see myself right here, you know how to work. You're not evil. You just know how to handle and live in a dark world and not be of the dark world. You're the one that's going to shine, baby. You are sitting in the dark, smoking you one. The truth comes out in the dark. Yeah, like you could be in the dark and you'll see your people that betrayed you. Like, boo, bitch, I see you. Oh, you're here? Bitch, I've been in the darkness. I just don't operate out of darkness. But if I have to defend myself, bitch, God is behind me. And if God is with me, who could be against me? Right? I love you guys. I'll see you guys in un ratito. If I do, I might do a general, or we might get into this Cancer water signs, okay? Yeah, smoking one. I lit it up. I'm fixing to light me one. Yo me voy a echar un pinche pascolino ahorita machine. Yes, look. Vámonos with the tic-tac-toe. My neural spicy brain is happiness in the dark, right? Fuck. Me too. Like, I'm not afraid of the dark. I love it. Look, this is us. This, I guess they could call us the children of the dark that brings light to the dark or something like that. And then they wanna come against us, right? Don't forget how beautiful you are, okay? Just how beautiful you are. Look in the mirror and tell yourself, I'm gorgeous, I'm handsome. Bitch, I got a sexual callus. That's why I'm gordito, gordita. I fucking, and just love yourself. Yo, you have one life. Look, somebody watching your money, and it's okay. I don't have a lot of money, but look, I trust in God, and little by little, He will increase it in His divine timing. And He will pull people. Yo, there's people that are going to tell you, I chase after money. I've never looked at it that way. I say money chases you. When you're in your high vibration, when you're doing your will, what you love to do, don't be afraid to take out the trash. What no longer works for you, this is you. Like, what no longer works, what you have in your house that you're not using, donate it. If it's broke, throw that shit out. If it's memories of a past lover, throw that shit out. They ain't coming back. They might have showed you that they might. Throw that shit out, burn it. Vámonos a la chingada, and make room for new memories. And when those memories are done, throw that shit out and repeat. Because God wants you to be in this energy, this dandelion, and He's got you even in the rain, boy. He's got you right there. Look, never forget your inner child and the dreams that you're getting at night. All right, guys. And if you had legal issues, the person that might have put you in legal issues, they're going to wish they never did it. The ones that lied on you, look, man, you went through it alone. Can you imagine somebody sitting on the stand lying at you? This could have even been your own family. Qué triste. Like your own family, they weren't crying when you were buying them a car and this, when maybe you were hustling in the past. They weren't crying when you put them through school, when you helped them, with their house, with their cars. You might have bought things and and they turned on you. They lied. They wanted, that's the most craziest thing. Look, they call 911. I viene. I don't know who needed to hear, but let's go, guys. Good night. Or not good night. I'll see you guys in a little bit. Don't forget to hit the like button, share, subscribe, and claim this energy, guys. You guys are meant to, where is it at? I can't see it. You're meant to, can you see this right here? It's your turn to what? Shine, baby. Put it in the comments. It's my turn to shine, baby. Love you guys.